welcome back. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me, man. All of my new subscribers, I appreciate you, man. You chose to be here, and I appreciate it. Today we go look at the news report. We got three teens. Two got shot, one's facing charges. 16, 17, and one of them's actually 15. The 17-year-old and the 15-year-old got shot. The 16-year-old is right now being tried as an adult. Um, it's unfortunate. This happened on Memorial Day weekend, so this story is a little bit dated. There probably have been some updates to this story since it's came out, but I just wanted to talk about how unfortunate it is that you have these young men, right, and lives are being altered quick, fast, and in a hurry. This happened on Fort Lauderdale Beach on Memorial Day weekend, or actually on Memorial Day. So, on these days, things tend to get live, right? People go out there, they want to have a good time, but it can get ugly quick too. So we're going to look at this news report here, and we'll talk about it when we come back.
Christy and Louis, police say this all happened right here in this parking lot, and those investigators say they have surveillance video that shows exactly what happened. But those closest to the alleged gunman say they are finding this all hard to believe, and the person they know is a good kid.
Terrell Green, page 22.
Wearing an orange jumpsuit, 16-year-old Terrell Green faced a Broward County judge Friday, now being tried as an adult after Fort Lauderdale police said the teen opened fire, shooting two other teenagers along Fort Lauderdale Beach Memorial Day.
Based on the allegations that Mr. Green shot two individuals.
Investigators said it was just after 7:30 that Monday night. Surveillance video from a nearby business showed one of the victims approach Green on his bicycle, but just as he turned to walk away, Green shoots him and then shoots another teen also on his bicycle.
Your charge count 3 was discharging a firearm in public.
Both the 17 and 15-year-old victims were rushed to the hospital and survived their injuries. While Green took off running that night, he was later found not far from the scene at the Swim Hall of Fame. As we now see our first images of the 6'2", 250-pound suspect, we've learned he's a promising high school football player who once played for Dillard High School. He posted these images to his Twitter page showing he had offers to play for the University of Alabama, University of Miami, and nearly a dozen other top collegiate football programs.
It comes down to whatever the court decide to do to him, if they can prove it, if he even did it.
But with the serious charges he's now facing, his current D-line coach at Plantation High School is just hopeful Green isn't who police say pulled the trigger.
He's not a bad kid, so I hope he can get out and get back to football. He's still young.
I wanted to just reread this real quick, just to make sure that I have all the details right. A 16-year-old high school football standout now faces adult charges in a Memorial Day double shooting on Fort Lauderdale Beach that left two other teenagers injured. Defensive tackle Terrell Green, who played for Dillard High School and was set to play for Plantation High School in fall, faced Broward County judge on Friday. Police accuse him of pulling the trigger and wounding 17 and 15-year-old along the 1700 block of Seabreeze Boulevard. So he's accused. Now, down here, it says authorities said surveillance video from a nearby business showed one of the victims approaching Green on a bicycle, but just as he turned to walk away, Green shot him and then shot another teen also on a bicycle. So did that surveillance footage catch him shooting them, or is this just alleged? I guess that's the question, because the coach had said, he hopes they could prove that it wasn't him, and they're saying that he's a good kid. So I guess I'll do some more research and find out how this turned out to see where it landed. But ultimately, you got two kids that got shot, and you got one kid that's facing jail time, bro. We're just slowly putting ourselves in these unfortunate positions. The two kids went to the hospital. They were injured, but they didn't pass away. So that's a blessing in itself. But ultimately, nobody wants to get shot. To Green, if you're guilty, man, you put yourself in a hard situation, because you are a high school standout. You were playing for Dillard High School. You had offers to some of the bigger schools, Alabama, just to name a few. You listed off a bunch of other ones, but now you're sitting behind the G wall at 16 years old, facing charges like a grown man. Listen, this is why it's important, the mentorship you have around you. This could have been avoided. I'm not going to say you should have been at home on Memorial Day weekend because we all like to have a good time, but you had a bright future. You chose to go out, but then you also had a firearm on you, and you showed that you're willing to use it if allegedly you did what they say you did. But ultimately, man, it's just unfortunate that we keep getting ourselves in these situations that it's hard for us to get out of. So, wishing everybody the best, speedy recovery to the kids that got shot. To Green, man, we go find out what happened to you, and we'll go from there. But until then, man, tell me what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. And until next time, I'm out.